Hello, I'm Bradley Bilstein, Dean at Kent State University's Tuscarawas campus. We are thrilled to be the presenting sponsor here for the Inter-Valley Conference Championship. At Kent State University Tuscarawas, we are committed to athletics at the highest level, both here at the campus and in our area schools. I'm looking forward to some fascinating and highly competitive games here in this tournament. To all the competition and all the competitors, best wishes, good luck, and may the best team win.
Game 4 of the IVC Boys Basketball Showcase between the Malvern Hornets and the Ridgewood Generals on tap at Claymont High School. I'm Scott Robinson along with Jared Hall, and what a great day for basketball here in the Twin Cities.
Scott, it's amazing. I can't believe we're already to game 4. That last game, I mean, total opposite of what we had the game before. It just flew by. Today we've got two longtime IVC rivals meeting for the first time here in late February. Ridgewood against Malvern, and a couple totally different styles. Saw Ridgewood a couple weeks ago against Claymont. They like to shoot the three, run up and down the floor. This Malvern team may have one of, or if not, the best player in the IVC in Maley. 6'7", we've seen him for years play. He's got some schools looking at him for the next level. So it'll be interesting to see where the inside play of Malvern wins out over the three-point bombing of the Ridgewood Generals.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineups for our game. And for the Ridgewood Generals, Zach Wright, Trey Stouffer, Caden Smith, Hunter Miser, and Chase Griffith. And for the Malvern Hornets, Dirk Hutchison, you've got Drew Hutchison, Jake Mosier, Christian Grimm, and Mark Maley. So, two teams ready to go as we move up the ladder in this IVC Boys Basketball Showcase. We'll come back with our opening tip-off in just a moment from Claymont High School right here on TV2 Sports.
Sales, your local truck and trailer sales and service connection, is a proud sponsor of area athletes again this year. Located in Baltic, T-Bone Sales has qualified technicians experienced in the repair and service of dump trailers, trucks, and school buses. T-Bone Sales can repair just about anything, including dump trailers, flatbeds, dump bodies, walking floors, and grain trailers. And they welcome insurance claims, regular maintenance, and major damage. They also carry a large line of parts. T-Bone Sales can get you back into the game looking as good as new. Call Chad Schilling today at 330-897-6131 or visit them online at tbonesales.com.
Lightning signs and decals, taking the area by storm.
Big or small, we do it all.
Yard signs, vehicle graphics, and business signs.
Lightning signs and decals, taking the area by storm. Contact 440-3129.
You're watching the IVC Showcase presented by Kent State Tuscarawas. Also brought to you by Carpenter Heating and Cooling. Doug and Chris Carpenter, Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Cookson Avenue, Southeast in Philadelphia. Looking for your year-round comfort? You can reach them at 330-308 or visit them online at www.carpentercomfort.com. Also by the MEB Systems. MEB Systems serving Tuscarawas and surrounding counties. MEB Systems, flat roof specialist. Give them a call today or visit their website at mebsystems.com. Union Hospital. Union offers many beneficial programs to their community, including its very own IVC, stagnant interruption rating. Located on the ground floor of the hospital, the room center is under the direction of Dr. Stephanie King, who provides a mix of physicians, surgeons, and strategies to heal movement, including safe and effective hyperbaric oxygen therapy. A doctor's referral is not necessary, so call 330-365-3880 today to begin your healing. Myers & Miller Podiatry, located at 515 Union Avenue, or 147 in Malvern. Myers & Miller Podiatry, foot and ankle trauma care for patients of all ages. Finally, Omni-Orthopedics, from the sidelines of the injury, back in the game, Omni-Orthopedics, more than 30 years of orthopedic experience. Their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. They are conveniently located in Oxford Medical Building, OmniOrtho.com. Love what they do and they should.
And we're just about ready to go with Game 4 of our IVC Basketball Showcase here on TV2 Sports. Scott Robinson and Jared Hall, glad to be bringing these all to you from Claymont High School. What a great venue for this type of tournament, showcase, call it what you will.
I can't believe we got 3 done already.
Yeah.
It's flying by.
Ready to go.
Opening tip, I'm going to say, is going to be controlled by the Malvern Hornets, Scott, before it even gets tossed up.
And Maley able to tip it back.
Ridgewood comes out man-to-man. They're going to want to get up and down the floor. They're going to try to get steals, get rebounds, get up and down. There's a nice quick bucket. Maley, the tip, missed it, follow, good.
It's a little surprising that Malvern isn't a little more dominant with a guy 6'9" in the middle.
Exactly. They've had some struggles this year. You know, they were one of the early favorites to come out on top, and they've just, you know, the ball just hadn't bounced their way in a few games. They've had some good battles with Sandy and with Strasburg. There's a miss put back in quickly by Chase Griffith, who was our player of the game when Claymont played Ridgewood a couple weeks ago.
As that one is tipped away, and it will be Malvern basketball.
I said, Scott, with Ridgewood, you're not going to have time to sit down, get a drink of water, anything. You're going to miss a shot going up. They want to get up and down and shoot it quick.
Drew Hutchison to Dirk Hutchison. Out to Maley. Maley dribbles, kicks it out. Grimm. No good, and the rebound pulled down by Zach Wright. Really, Jared, since you've seen him, you've said there's basically a 3-headed monster for the Generals, right?
They are.
As we get a triple.
By Zach Wright, yep. Those are going to be the 3 guys. And there it is on our TV2 replay. They had a stretch against Claymont where they hit like 7 straight triples amongst those 3-headed three-point bombers that they've got.
So Hutchison in the corner. Drew Hutchison for the 3. That one is no good. Up the right side for Wright. Nice bounce pass between the legs. And they're going to miss the shot. Would have ended quite a pass there.
That may have been the pass of the showcase so far. There's a feed inside to Maley. Missed it. Rebound Generals.
You're not going to get that miss very often.
Scott, look, they're just looking to get up and down, get it skipped, penetrate. Nice feed. Griffith for 2 more.
Griffith's got 2 more. 7-2. Ridgewood leading Malvern on the Kent State University of Tuscarawas scoreboard. Kent State University of Tuscarawas, of course, our presenting sponsor for our coverage. Maley inside has it knocked out of bounds. The Hornets will keep it.
Scott, Malvern on the year so far, they're 12-7. They finished 7-5 in the smaller division of the IVC. Ridgewood 8-13, 5-7 overall in the IVC.
Ball knocked away, and the Generals come away with it. Griffith, the spin move to the hoop. Shot's no good. Maley, the rebound. He'll bring it up the floor and gives it up to Drew Hutchison. Out to Dirk Hutchison for three, and that's no good. Griffith, the rebound for the Generals. 3 minutes gone by, first quarter. 5-point lead for Ridgewood.
If you remember, Malvern had a great guard in Majestic last year that they just really haven't found the replacement for. There's a long triple off the mark. Rebound by the Hornets.
Drew Hutchison will dribble down the lane, has it knocked away. And Ridgewood brings it all the way down the floor. Three-point shot is good by Caden Smith.
And just like that, it's 10-2, Scott. Malvern 1 of 7 out of the gate. And probably 2 or 3 of those misses have been from point-blank range. Ridgewood, they're a team, they're gonna wanna shoot it. They miss it, they'll run down, play defense, get it again. All their players are comfortable playing outside that three-point line.
So 4:32 to go here in the first quarter of our fourth game of the day between the Malvern Hornets and the Ridgewood Generals. Nearing our halfway point, which is a good thing.
It's quarter number 13 for us.
Enjoying it quite a bit as we are seeing some
the crowd
good basketball.
Start to fill in a little bit here as we closer here into the evening.
10-2. Ridgewood with the lead over Malvern. Hornets looking to work a little offense. Dirk Hutchison to Johnny Browning, who came in. And to Drew Hutchison, his three-point shot no good. Connor Coons in for the Generals, just got the rebound. Also in is Colton Smith for Ridgewood. And a giveaway by the Generals, but they get it back. Griffith down the lane, and no foul there. And the Generals, Griffith hits the three.
Told you.
They do shoot it. They're not afraid. It is 13-2. And with 3:24 to go here in the first quarter, Drew Hutchison at the line. Malvern trailing by 11. So Hutchison with a second free throw. It's up and good. Griffith with it out top to Wright. Wright the crossover in the lane with the right hand off the window. No good. Gets his own rebound. Works it up against Maley. Gets it back out to Griffith. He'll fire the three. That is no good. This time Maley pulls it down. Spencer Rabbit in for Malvern as well. As at the other end, it's Dirk Hutchison for two. Three-pointer by Zach Wright. He's got 2 3-pointers, and it's 16-6. Maley from the outside, that's short, and the rebound to the Generals. And you're right, they are up and down all the time. Rebound to Ridgewood, and we're going to have a foul underneath on the Hornets.
I can't imagine that last shot by Mark Maley's the shot that Coach Tucci really wants him shooting regularly in the game, especially when you're down 16-6.
So that foul on Browning. And Ridgewood will inbound it. Caden Smith trying to get it in, and does. And we're going to get the basket and the foul as Trey Stouffer connects. And that is the second foul on Browning, back-to-back. Stouffer hits. He's got 3, and it's 17-6. Sam Earl reports in for head coach Denny Tucci. Grimm also in. He'll take it off the window for 2. Actually, that was Mosier, his first 2. (17-8). Ridgewood on top with 1:45 to go first quarter. Shot outside, no good. The rebound picked up by the Generals. We'll have a tie-up. It'll stay with Ridgewood. Miser, the only one of the big 3 for Ridgewood that has not yet scored, as Jake Onel comes in for the Hornets. Down the lane, out of bounds, as Stouffer couldn't hang on to it. And Mosier will bring it into Onel. And he'll have it in the front court for the Hornets here with 1:19 to go first quarter. Foul inside. And that went against Caden Smith. As some wholesale substitutions back in for Ridgewood.
No confusion there who was going to come out for the Ridgewood Generals.
Onel brings it to Browning, to Mosier, inside of Maley, and he'll just lay it in with the right hand. His height advantage is so good that why don't you go to him all the time?
Right, and that's where he needs to be on the block, because they just don't have a big guy to match up with him. And they're playing 5 out, looking for the long triple. There's another one off the mark.
And Onel gets the rebound. And the Hornets, Drew Hutchison ahead to Mosier. To Maley, the spin move, loses it. Picked up by Browning. To Onel, and now to Hutchison. They'll lob it into Maley, knocked away. Ridgewood's got it. The pass down the floor to Wright. And Miser with it. Down to 17 seconds to go. 7-point lead for Ridgewood. The Generals trying to burn some clock down to 3 seconds to go. And that jumper will end the first quarter of play on the miss. And at the end of 1, it's Ridgewood 17, Malvern 10. We'll come back with second quarter action in a moment here on TV2 Sports.
Students choose Kent State University in Tuscaloosa because of our academic excellence, dedicated faculty, and affordable tuition. Our bachelor's
Sales, your local truck and trailer sales and service connection, is a proud sponsor of area athletes again this year. Located in Baltic, T-Bone Sales has qualified technicians experienced in the repair and service of dump trailers, trucks, and school buses. T-Bone Sales can repair just about anything, including dump trailers, flatbeds, dump bodies, walking floors, and grain trailers. And they welcome insurance claims, regular maintenance, and major damage. They also carry a large line of parts. T-Bone Sales can get you back into the game looking as good as new. Call Chad Schilling today at 330-897-6131 or visit them online at tbonesales.com.
Lightning signs and decals. Taking the area by storm.
Big or small, we do it all.
Yard signs, vehicle graphics, and business signs.
Lightning signs and decals. Taking the area by storm. Contact 440-3129.
You're watching the IVC Showcase presented by Kent State Tuscaloosa. Also brought to you by Carpenter Heating and Cooling. Doug and Chris Carpenter, Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Cookson Avenue, Southeast in Philadelphia. Looking for your year-round comfort? You can reach them at 330-308-8550 or visit them online at www.carpentercomfort.com. Also by the MEB Systems. MEB Systems serving Tuscaloosa and surrounding counties. MEB Systems, flat roof specialist. Give them a call today or visit their website at mebsystems.com. Union Hospital. Union offers many beneficial programs to their community, including its very own community which is stagnant interruption radiation. Located on the ground floor of the hospital, the room center is under the direction of Dr. Stephanie Keeney, proud to mix of physicians, surgeons, and strategists to heal your wound, including safe and effective hyperbaric oxygen therapy. A doctor's referral is not necessary, so call 330-365-3880 today to begin your healing. Myers & Miller Podiatry, located at 515 Union Avenue, or 147 in Philly. Myers & Miller Podiatry, foot and ankle trauma care for patients of all ages. Found omniorthopedics, sideline with an injury, back in the game, omniorthopedics. More than 30 years of orthopedic experience. Their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. They are conveniently located in Oxford Medical Building, omniortho.com. They love what they do and it shows.
17-10 as we begin the second quarter. The Ridgewood Generals with the lead over the Malvern Hornets.
Pretty fast-paced up and down first quarter there, Scott, by both teams. But I agree with your statement. Why wouldn't you just put Maley on the block and just give it to him? He had that nice little hook shot there.
He just has a habit. You can see he has a habit of bringing that ball down, and that's
where the trouble starts.
Yep.
Because there's little guard ankle biters in there and get it, and there's a turnover.
Chase Griffith looking to take it all the way, tried to dump it inside, stolen away by the Hornets. Dirk Hutchison gets it ahead to Grimm, and Grimm is fouled. And he'll head to the free throw line. That is the second foul on Caden Smith. As Christian Grimm, 5'11" senior at the line. Free throw's good. And Connor Coons back in for Ridgewood. As Grimm hits them both. 19-12.
Malvern showing a little full court pressure here now, kind of give Ridgewood a different look here. There's a long pass.
Over to Zach Wright, in and out. Ball's loose. Ridgewood hitting the deck. Malvern can't hang on to it. It'll stay with Ridgewood. So Johnny Browning will come in. Wright's looking for Griffith off the screen, fires a three, and Maley the rebound. The drive and shot attempt no good, and out of bounds. It'll stay with Malvern.
Scott Malvern really struggling here in the early going, 4 of 15 from the field. Just having a hard time getting shots to fall.
The lob into Maley to Grimm, and the foul. Malvern willing to sacrifice going down the lane to get to the free throw line.
You know, Scott, if the Ridgewood player would have just stood still, kept his hands straight up, I really don't think there would have been a foul called. First one's up and no good.
So 6:52 to go here in the first half, coming up at halftime. As the second free throw is no good, we'll have our halftime report brought to you by T-Bone Sales at 410 North Ray Street in Baltic. And Jake Mosier with that foul.
Now we're starting to call everything this quarter. A little bit of free flowing first quarter. Now we're getting into some of the little nickel dime fouls.
On the far side, Griffith drops it off inside to Connor Coons, and he'll get two. Nice pass and an easy two for Jake Mosier. Into the corner it goes, back out, deflected by Mosier. So 21-14, 7-point lead for Ridgewood with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. 15-footer by Griffith, that's no good. Maley with the rebound. Pass ahead, stolen away. And Griffith works his way through traffic, and that foul is on Christian Grimm. Colton Smith returns. As the Generals working around the perimeter. Looking for the next shot. They drop it inside. Blocked by Maley. Well done by Maley inside. Mosier on the wing back to Dirk Hutchison. And Colton Smith with a behind the back dribble. Challenging the defense as Wright's shot is no good. And again, another turnover by Malvern. And it'll stay with Ridgewood. Johnny Browning back in for Malvern at the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. Scott Robinson and Jared Hall with you as we are approaching the midway point of this high school tournament basketball action. And it's Zach Wright. In the corner to Coons. Backdoor cut. Nice two for Colton Smith. Wright with the rebound. 4:22 to go here. 9-point lead for Ridgewood. Things get really shuffled when you look at these seeded teams playing other seeded teams at the same level.
They sure do.
Griffith, 15-footer. That one is no good. Coons, the rebound. They drop it inside. Griffith for two. Griffith with 9, and it's 25-14.
Ridgewood just having their way here, Scott, in the first half. Similar to what we saw Buckeye Trail do inside and melee inside. That's going to be a travel. It's going to be the 9th Malvern turnover here in the first half. And just about everything that could go wrong for the Hornets have, Scott, in this opening half of basketball.
Hunter Miser back in for Ridgewood. Coons finds Miser, and now to Griffith. Colton Smith to Coons. Miser trying to find a spot to shoot. Coons kicks it back out. 3-point shot by Griffith. He's got 12.
There it is on the TV2 replay. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Melee looking to drive, lost the handle, got it back out. Just
a 14-point lead here for Ridgewood with 2:45 to go first half. Griffith out to Smith. Smith trying to free himself up. Griffith's got it. He seems to have taken the offensive lead here in this one so far. Colton Smith outside for three. And Malvern is going to take a timeout as they trail by 17 points. How about that? This one turned in a dime.
if you'd have said that start of this game that they'd be down 17 with 2 minutes to go in the first half, Scott, I'd have said no. They've turned it over 9 times. They're shooting 5 of 20 from the field. They really haven't been able to establish Maley in the post. He's been pushed way outside. Coach Tucci has subbed guys in, talked to guys, encouraged. I mean, just everything that has been able to go wrong with their first half has here for Malvern.
Well, they've got to get back to what they do well, and that's get Maley the basketball.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a significant height advantage. And you just got to work it to him. And he's got to want the basketball, too.
And they go right to it. Maley gets an easy 2. Zach Wright at the other end. Browning with the missed rebound. And Hutchison from the outside. That one is no good, and it'll stay with the Hornets. See what they can cook up here. Down 15 with 1:44 to play first half. They want to lob it inside of Maley. Missed the shot, got his own rebound. The follow, no good again. And got smacked in the eye for his efforts.
Scott, he's got to make those. I mean, plain simple. I mean, his size, as close as he has got to convert those.
Good free throw. He's got 7. When you're 7, 8 inches taller than everybody else on the floor, you've got to be able to dominate.
Yes. And to Ridgewood's credit, they've kept him from dominating here early on. Second one on the way, good.
31-18, 13-point lead for the Generals. They have been on top the entire first half. by as many as 17 at one point. And right, just a little too easy. Just took it right in the lane. Nobody there to persuade him not to take that shot. That 3 shot, no good. Wright's got the rebound. 56 seconds to go in the first half. 15-point lead for Ridgewood. Nice backdoor cut. Wright's got it, loses it on the end line. It'll be Malvern basketball. So Drew Hutchison on the wing, the bounce pass to Maley. 3-pointer for Hutchison. 12-point lead with 23 seconds to go. Ball deflected. Again, good defensive effort. Maley leading the break. Hutchison from the other side. In and out, the follow, no good. And Ridgewood the rebound, and we'll have the foul on Spencer Rabbit. Hunter Miser returns for Ridgewood, and we're going to take a 30-second timeout with 4 seconds to go.
Malvern really needed that bucket, Scott. And that goes to the example of if you get the rebound, bring it down, keep it above your head, then take it back up, put it in off the glass. You know, if you're going to try to tip it in, you're going to be able to jam it. You know what I mean? Just do some fun, especially when you're behind. If you're ahead by 12 and try that, okay, that's one thing. But you're trying to mark a comeback, you need to be fundamentally sound with that.
So 4.3 seconds to go here in the first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll have a look at our stats and our halftime report brought to you by T-Bone Sales at 410 North Ray Street in Baltic.
They'll easily get a shot off at 4.3. Easily. As fast as they work it up the floor.
Miser loses it. And Malvern's desperation heave at the buzzer is no good. 33-21 at the half. The Ridgewood Generals lead the Malvern Hornets. We'll come back in a moment with more here on TV2 Sports.
Sales, your local truck and trailer sales and service connection, is a proud sponsor of area athletes again this year. Located in Baltic, T-Bone Sales has qualified technicians experienced in the repair and service of dump trailers, trucks, and school buses. T-Bone Sales can repair just about anything, including dump trailers, flatbeds, dump bodies, walking floors, and grain trailers. And they welcome insurance claims, regular maintenance, and major damage. They also carry a large line of parts. T-Bone Sales can get you back into the game looking as good as new. Call Chad Schilling today at 330-897-6131 or visit them online at tbonesales.com.
Lightning signs and decals. Taking the area by storm.
Big or small, we do it all.
Yard signs, vehicle graphics, and business signs.
Lightning signs and decals. Taking the area by storm. Contact 440-3129.
You're watching the IVC Showcase presented by Kent State Tuscaloosa. Also brought to you by Carpenter Heating and Cooling. Doug and Chris Carpenter, Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Cookson Avenue, Southeast in Philadelphia. Looking for your year-round comfort? You can reach them at 330-308-8550 or visit them online at www.carpentercomfort.com. Also by the MEB Systems. MEB Systems serving Tuscaloosa and surrounding counties. MEB Systems is a flat roof specialist. Give them a call today or visit their website at mebsystems.com. Union Hospital. Union offers many beneficial programs to their community, including its very own Green Giving Center, which is snagging interruption building. Located on the ground floor of the hospital, the Room Center is under the direction of Dr. Stephanie Kennedy, without the mix of physicians, surgeons, and strategists to heal your wound, including safe and effective hyperbaric oxygen therapy. A doctor's referral is not necessary, so call 330-365-3880 today to begin your healing. Myers & Miller Podiatry, located at 515 Union Avenue, or 147 3rd. Myers & Miller Podiatry, foot and ankle trauma care for patients of all ages. Finally, Omni-Orthopedics, sideline living, back in the knee, Omni-Orthopedics, more than 30 years of orthopedic experience. Their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. They are conveniently located in the Oxford Medical Building, omniortho.com. They love what they do and it shows.
And back at halftime of our fourth game between Malvern and Ridgewood. And with us is Todd Stouffer, the principal at Ridgewood High School and also the president of the IVC. And Todd, congratulations. What a great tournament here at Claymont High School.
Oh, yeah, it's an awesome atmosphere. I was a little bit worried about how it would go. I pulled in the parking lot, and it was obvious it was going to be pretty good. So.
Yeah, it just seems like the 14 teams in the IVC, it seems like it's such a great setup now that you can have 7 on each side, big school and small school.
It is, and you know, just like with the voting and the seating for the tournament and things, this league is so well known and around the state, and people have such respect for it. To expand it and add the schools we did just makes it awesome. Yeah,
and I was talking to a lot of the athletic directors today too, and they're excited about it for a couple of reasons. Number one, the travel's cut, and you're probably excited about that too. But secondly, the scheduling becomes much easier when you have all the schools playing the same sports.
Yeah, you do, and you know, so much before you'd be traveling forever even to play junior high sports and things, and now you're just right down the road. It's great travel, great facilities, and it's just an awesome.
Well, the best thing is you kind of create your own rivalries. You know, Ridgewood has a rivalry with Coshocton and Riverview, but you might create other rivalries as time goes on, and that can be a lot of fun too.
Oh, yeah, and that's happening right now. We're looking at rivalries and things in football about how we're going to schedule down the road and everything, and we are developing those new rivalries. So.
Yeah, and as a staff too, it's nice to get the school spirit going because you can get bigger crowds because there's local teams playing. You don't have to go 40 or 50 miles to play a game.
No, you don't, and you better be able to lace them up and ready to play every night now in this league because everybody's good.
Yeah, well, you know, and so many teams have had natural rivals over the years, and it just seems like this expanded IVC makes so much sense when you see other leagues sort of struggling to stay together.
Yeah, and that was my biggest concern in the beginning of expanding is our league has always been so solid and everything, but with the teams, you know, they're so local and they're solid, I think it's only going to make us stronger.
Yeah, it really is. Any idea that do you want to get bigger, or do you like where you're at with 14?
Well, when we did the expansion, we looked at it like, let's look at this after 2 years, and let's see where we're at and what tweaks we need to make, and then maybe go from there. So I can't say for sure, but it'll be looked at.
Yeah, and certainly it makes sense. You've got basically a 3-county region that you're working in now, and there's some other schools there that might be interested. And quite frankly, it's a great league to be in. So what would be the drawback, you know, maybe to adding schools?
Well, I mean, again, it would be the right fit. Because you're looking at bigger, you know, with the north-south, bigger, smaller, you would need to have a balance in a couple of teams you brought in. But, you know, other than that, I don't see a lot of drawback.
Yeah, well, Todd, thanks for joining us. Todd Stouffer, the principal at Ridgewood High School and also the president of the IVC. We appreciate your time. Thanks for putting on a great tournament. We appreciate you being here with us. And we're going to move on to our halftime report, brought to you by T-Bone Sales. And they are located at 410 North Ray Street in Baltic. And Jared Hall rejoining me as we make things happen here at halftime, 33-21. The Ridgewood Generals leading the Malvern Hornets, and Jared, a pretty good first half for Ridgewood.
Scott, it was a great first half by Ridgewood, and look at the stats. And if you haven't seen Ridgewood play, they're the type of team that they can get hot and put you behind the 8-ball real quick, and that's what they did to Malvern. They're shooting 46% from the field while holding Malvern to 25%, and I think the real key stat here is, Scott, they have really neutralized Mark Maley for the Hornets, who we've seen over the years just dominate teams inside. They have done a great job with that, but we've also seen from the standpoint, too, sometimes with Ridgewood, that they can go cold quick, so as long as they are staying hot, it's going to be tough for Malvern to come back. You know, you're down 12. Malvern got a couple quick points there at the end of the first half to trim what was a 17-point lead down to 12.
And you realize that we're on the downhill pull now. We're starting the second half of our 3.5 games, right?
Hey, we're on the second half, buddy. Here we go.
So we're excited to be here to run the table on all 7 games here in this inaugural IVC Boys Basketball Showcase. And it has been a lot of fun so far through the first couple of games. It was Conotton Valley over Newcomerstown, 75-41. Tusky Valley beat Claymont, 64-41. It was Buckeye Trail over Tuscarora with Central Catholic, 44-38. And here at the half, it's 33-21. We still have some other outstanding games yet to come, including Garaway versus East Canton, which will be next, followed by Highland Sandy Valley, and then the topper of the night, Indian Valley and Strasburg. So there is a lot of excitement about these particular games at this level and up.
And Ridgewood with the basketball here, Scott, to start the second half. And if you're Malvern, you want to take it one possession at a time here. No reason to rush, no reason to get excited.
Smith tried to get it outside to Zach Wright, overthrew it, and it's a turnover.
And there you go.
And if you're Coach Tucci, what are you trying to do with your Hornets right now?
Got to get it to Maley. I'm telling you, end the block. We saw him do that little hook. But Scott, you got to enter, go to the corner to feed that. You can't throw that pass. Ridgewood's able to sniff that out. So you shared turnover. You missed, so Malvern caught another one break there.
So 33-21, 12-point lead.
Take it to the block, the corner there, have him flash, look to get it to him. Maley right there. Let him get position. He's got to want the ball, though, a little bit. Scott, he's got to get big in there, get his hands on it, because right now, Ridgewood just, he doesn't look like he wants the basketball. And that's a problem. And that when that's your best player, you've got to show that
you got to be willing to shoot. You got to be willing to make 30 points a night.
Yes, and you got to lead a little bit here. Show the younger players, hey, this is your team. This is, you know, when you're a senior, you only have a few games left here.
Ridgewood right inside. And Maley gets the rebound. And the Hornets will draw the foul on Ridgewood. And that is on Chase Griffith. That'll be his second.
Scott, I just can't say again what a great job Claymont has done putting this on for us. Chuck Rest, president of IVC, the commissioner, everything they've done. This has really been a great atmosphere today. Long triple on the way, off the mark.
Yeah, it was enjoyable talking with Todd Stouffer here a little bit ago at halftime, and certainly IVC, a great league. They've got a great format as Caden Smith hits 3. And of course, our friend Chuck Rest, who has done a tremendous job as well in working with all the schools to put these showcase events on.
Okay. Scott, I just want to go back to that last possession real quick. Maley 2-point blank shots. You have got to put those in. I think that's the thing that's got to probably be driving Coach Tucci just nuts on that sideline.
Out top it goes, and the foul. And that's going to be on Griffith, and that's his third.
And you don't want to see him going to the bench.
Maley behind the backboard, has it partially blocked. Ridgewood comes out of there with it. And ahead to Miser. Caden Smith. Over to Griffith. Down low. Got too far underneath the basket. And Stouffer couldn't do much with it. Stolen back. Another missed opportunity. But it's a 36-21 lead on the Kent State University of Tuscarawas scoreboard. Until that shot right there by Jake Mosier. And it still bombs away for the Generals. With 5:14 to go here in the third quarter. It's a 12-point lead. Down the lane, Browning can't get to it, gets his own rebound back, and a reach in down low. And that will be on Stouffer.
Oh, and they're calling that a shooting foul. I thought that was on the floor. A little surprised about that one.
So Browning, that shot rattled in and out. Dirk Hutchison comes in, replacing Dirk Hutchison.
Splits the pair. Malvern going to show a little pressure here. There's mainly the near foul there.
Generals have gone a little chilly here. Stouffer to Griffith. Griffith challenges Maley and gets the foul on Maley.
Thought this would just be the second and third free throw for Ridgewood of the game.
So it is Wright, Stouffer, Caden Smith, Colton Smith, and Griffith for the Generals here. As for Griffith, that is point number 13. It's Hutchison, Mosier, Maley, and Browning for Malvern. So the pass all the way across to Browning. Back out to Drew Hutchison. Browning the rebound. The stick back is no good. And tipped out by Maley. Malvern just has not made a charge here at this point.
They haven't. We've played 4 minutes and we really aren't anywhere different than we were at halftime. And the thing is, they've had opportunities, Scott, because Ridgewood's thrown it away a few times to start the third quarter here.
Maley guarded by Stouffer, and Stouffer is going to pick up the foul. Stouffer's done a pretty good job inside against someone that's basically 9 to 10 inches taller.
I would really say he's controlled it. I mean, oh, that.
Maybe we've got maybe some blood on the basketball, something like that, possibly, or something. knocked around. Ridgewood comes out of there with it, and they're on the break. Connor Coons loses the basketball. Maley hit the deck, saved it for the Hornets. Drew Hutchison drives in for the 2. Trey Stouffer's got it. Caden Smith in the lane. The cutter is Zach Wright, and he ends up on the turf, the hard turf.
Yeah. And for Ridgewood, Scott, like we said, it's just kind of rolling along. You still got the same leads you had at halftime. Malvern hasn't really made any gains in anything.
Right into the lane, blocked from behind, and they're going to get Dirk Hutchison. A lot of fouls been called here in this third quarter.
First one on the play, got it.
So Zach Wright with 9. And makes it 10. And it's 40-27. Maley inside, and he'll dunk it home.
Where's that been all game?
It's been available.
Yeah, they're just going to need.
Colton Smith over to Wright, in and out. The rebound to Drew Hutchison. And Mosier with 2. Malvern getting a little momentum here with 2.5 minutes to go, third quarter. And Wright misses another shot inside. Malvern's in good rhythm. Maley, the follow for 2. Ridgewood's going to need a timeout, but they're going to play it out as the lead cut to 7. So Wright, little bank shot.
Sort of stops the run, if you will.
I'll let Maley shoot that one. Hutchison with 1:47 left in the third. Malvern trailing by 9, slows it up. They're going to double team Maley down on the block. He'll take the 12-footer. It's no good. And Ridgewood, another opportunity. They're just throwing a basketball away. Hutchison open for 3, hits again.
Scott, they're similar to Buckeye Trail a little bit. You know what I mean? They were Buckeye Trail. We saw them be very dominant. There's the 3 coming through on our TV2 replay. Buckeye Trail really dominated Central in the first half of their first game. Then, as the game wore on, they started to fall apart. We're seeing that again. It was a 17-point lead in the second quarter. Now it's down to 6. Ridgewood has 12 turnovers. They've turned it over 7 times here in the third quarter. Malvern's on a little bit of a run here, so this thing's tightened up pretty quick.
Certainly, it is a good back and forth basketball game, and now with the timeout at 42-36, this third quarter has been quite a battle.
And here's what I think: Ridgewood is not designed, I don't think, to hold the basketball. You know, I mean, I've seen them play. This is now your first time looking at them. They don't strike me as a team that can hold the basketball and chew up clock. They want to get the shots up quick, and that's just going to play right into Malvern's favor. But if they can work the ball around and get it to Maley. I still think Maley has to have a big fourth quarter here if Malvern's going to take this to the winner's circle.
So 42-36, minute 12 to go, third quarter. And Chase Griffith will have the basketball for Ridgewood.
And he has 3 fouls, so he has to be careful on the defensive end.
Hunter Miser finds Griffith open for 3. That's going to be short, and Maley the rebound. You know, Ridgewood getting a little tired maybe?
They are, and then why would you tack it? Make them come out and guard you. There's another 3 ball by Malvern.
So it's 42-39.
Why not pull the ball out here and make them, if they don't come out, they could hold it for 1.
So down to 23 seconds to go.
There's no reason to get excited here.
Miser, the bounce pass inside, blocked from behind by Browning, but we're going to get the ball knocked out of bounds, and it will stay with Ridgewood.
Scott, why penetrate in there? I mean, you have, and here's the thing, you've got to recognize if you're a Ridgewood player, Malvern gets the ball out of the break to start the fourth quarter, so you want to be careful here and not give them an extra possession here.
Slid his pivot foot, and with 7 seconds to go, Malvern with a chance to potentially tie this up.
They can score here, be down 1, get the ball, start the fourth quarter, and have the lead. Or tie, like you said, right here. But I think if you're Malvern, get something going downhill, right to the rim. You could dump it off to Maley or take it yourself here.
Hutchison
nice play.
Gives it up to Grimm. Shot's too hard, and that'll be the end of the third quarter, 42-39.
Good
it's
play,
Ridgewood
though.
over Malvern as we end the third period. We'll come back with fourth quarter action in a moment. Stay with us here on TV2 Sports.
Students choose Kent State University in Tuscaloosa because of our academic excellence, dedicated faculty, and affordable tuition. Our bachelor's and associate's degrees will prepare you for careers including nursing, computer animation, or electronic technology. Kent State Tuscaloosa offers a dynamic campus with state-of-the-art facilities, exceptional student services, and a welcoming environment. Call or visit us online to register for classes. Find out more about Kent State Tuscaloosa.
T-Bone Sales, your local truck and trailer sales and service connection, is a proud sponsor of area athletes again this year. Located in Baltic, T-Bone Sales has qualified technicians experienced in the repair and service of dump trailers, trucks, and school buses. T-Bone Sales can repair just about anything, including dump trailers, flatbeds, dump bodies, walking floors, and grain trailers. And they welcome insurance claims, regular maintenance, and major damage. They also carry a large line of parts. T-Bone Sales can get you back into the game looking as good as new. Call Chad Schilling today at 330-897-6131 or visit them online at tbonesales.com.
Lightning signs and decals. Taking the area by storm.
Big or small, we do it all.
Yard signs, vehicle graphics, and business signs.
Lightning signs and decals. Taking the area by storm. Contact 440-312-29.
You're watching the IVC Showcase presented by Kent State Tuscaloosa. Also brought to you by Carpenter Heating and Cooling. Doug and Chris Carpenter, Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Cookson Avenue, Southeast in Philadelphia. Looking for your year-round comfort? You can reach them at 330-308-9999. 8550 or visit them online at www.carpentercomfort.com. Also by the MEB Systems. MEB Systems serving Tuscarawas and surrounding counties. MEB Systems is a flat roof specialist. Give them a call today or visit their website at mebsystems.com. Union Hospital. Union offers many beneficial programs to their community, including its very own green giving center that treats nagging interrupts your daily life. Located on the ground floor of the hospital, the Wound Center is under the direction of Dr. Stephen Kennedy, now to mix of physicians, surgeons, and strategies to heal your wound, including safe and effective hyperbaric oxygen therapy. A doctor's referral is not necessary, so call 330-365-3880 today to begin your healing. Myers & Miller Podiatry, located at 515 Union Avenue, or 147 Road. Myers & Miller Podiatry, foot and ankle trauma care for patients of all ages. Finally, Omni-Orthopedics, the sideline with an injury, back in the beginning, Omni-Orthopedics, more than 30 years of orthopedic experience. Their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. They are conveniently located in the Oxford Medical Building, omniortho.com. They love what they do and it shows.
Go with the fourth of action here, as this is game 4 of 7 on TV2 Sports from the IVC Boys Basketball Showcase.
Nice feed inside.
Maley got the rebound, fires it up and in. And it's 42-41.
Scott, I don't want to say the tide is turning, but it's turning.
It has turned.
If you're Ridgewood now, you're just trying to hold on.
You need a couple of big buckets here, somebody to get hot. And you don't want to get locked up when you try to shoot. And that one is in and out. Wright couldn't get it. Hutchison has it. Hutchison all the way down, spins it up, and gets the foul. So now you got a chance that Malvern can take a lead for the first time maybe in the entire game.
And I just think out of the gate, they were down 19-7 early on and just looked like they had the look of a team that, you know, maybe didn't want to be here, was kind of still sleepwalking. Now they're just taking control.
That second shot is no good. Stouffer gets the rebound.
You got to have them, Scott, those. You can't afford near steal.
Wright's got it on the baseline, loses it out of bounds. Malvern basketball, and now you got a chance. The Hornets might take their first lead of the game.
Right now, Ridgewood's throwing the ball all over the gym.
Yeah, they have not held on to the basketball or taken care of it very well.
No.
6:55 to go here, fourth quarter. The long bomb for 3 by Christian Grimm. And that changes things up dramatically. Another steal. And Malvern up by 2.
If this goes, Ridgewood's got to get a timeout. Ridgewood's got to get another timeout, Scott.
So the big 3 by Jake Mosier puts Malvern up 47-42. It has been a huge run by the Malvern Hornets.
Malvern was down, what, 11 at the half?
Well, they were down 13-2 to start out the game. Then they were down 33-21 at the half. At the end of 3, they were down to 3, and now they're up by 5. So they have been, it's been an 8-0 run here to start the fourth quarter, and they lead it by 5.
Ridgewood has scored 9 points in almost a quarter and a half.
They have just gone completely stone cold, but part of that is they've thrown the ball all over the gym.
Yeah, 15 turnovers. at 5 at the half. And Ridgewood being 8-13, 5-7, like I said, I can see where they've won their 8 games. I can see where they've lost their 13 games, straight games. You know what I mean, games in that streak. If you're Malvern, you've really got to be feeling good.
Yeah, you're feeling good. You've got the momentum. Right with the left hand, misses the shot. The follow by Griffith, gets the basket and the foul. So Griffith trying to complete the three-point play, and does. 17 for Griffith, and it's 45 for Ridgewood, 47 for Malvern on the Kent State University at Tuscarawas scoreboard.
Malvern taking a little wear out of it. And if you look at all the coaches we have in this league, a master of playing these type of sort of one-game scenarios, Coach Tucci, he's seen it all over the years. So he knows what he needs to do to get his team to a win at the end. There's a nice bucket and one coming up.
That's Christian Grimm. Anything that Malvern has thrown up at the basket here in the last probably 5 minutes of our basketball game has gone through the hoop.
Sort of lulled Ridgewood to sleep out front here. Looked like they were going to hold it, then quick attack. His free throw's good.
And it's again a 5-point edge for the Hornets. Colton Smith over to right. And team foul number 6 on the Hornets. So both teams getting close to that 1-and-1 situation. Colton Smith trying to drop it down low, knocked away, intended for Griffith. Drew Hutchison ahead to Dirk Hutchison.
There we go, there we go.
And no reason to not make some progress on the clock.
Reason to get excited there. Top of the key 3, just off the mark.
Got a shot they wanted that they're willing to accept. At the 5-minute mark of the fourth quarter, Malvern leads at 50-45. Both shots there, no good. Maley got the rebound, and Maley, honestly, has been pretty much a non-factor in this run to get Malvern back in the game.
It's been the 3 points of the Malvern guards that have done that. Maley got him started with a dunk and then a near dunk, and then since then, it's been the guards. There's off the mark.
Hutchison miss, looks to be converted at the other end, and Ridgewood misses another easy one. And you're starting to get the feeling that it might not be Ridgewood's day.
I feel like the basketball is wanting Malvern to win.
You have to talk to the basketball nicely.
Yes, you do. It just seems like that we're down to 4 minutes here in the fourth quarter.
5-point lead. Maley gives it up to Drew Hutchison.
Nice when you have a big guy that can handle the ball a little bit for you too, Scott. That can there be a threat. Nice feed inside. 2 more.
And that's Grimm with 2. He's got 10. 4 players in double digits for the Hornets. Wright takes the 3 and hits.
There it is on our TV2 replay going right through the net.
That certainly gives them a little bit of hope as they're within 4 at 52-48.
But they're going to have to get some stops on this end, and they've had some trouble getting some stops here of late.
So if you look at the way the score was at the half at 33-21, it's been a 31-15 second half here for the Hornets.
And they've been impressive. Sort of some of their maybe unsung heroes, if you will, because like we said, everybody knows about Mark Mealy. Some of their other players have really stepped up, hit big shots. And if you look at a game like this in tournament action, Scott, as they get ready to start the tournament, something like this could propel Malvern. You know, we were behind, get some confidence going, but on the other end, for Ridgewood, you know, you had a big lead. And what's that say for your next game, tournament game? Are you going to try to rekindle the fire or season over?
So 3.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, 52-48. Malvern leading Ridgewood. Hornets with a basketball, and see what they can get cooked up here.
I'm going to say there's going to be a little bit of patience, working for some good shots.
So Mealy making a nice play.
Even in a mistake, the ball still ends up with Malvern. Kind of a busted play, gets bounced off. Malvern will have it.
They'll bring it out top to Grimm. And back to Hutchison with 3:10 to play. 4-point lead for the Hornets. Mealy with the right hand, no good. Inside, players hit the deck. Mealy comes out of there with the rebound. And a foul that will lead to a 1-and-1.
This is where your seniors need to come with it here, Scott.
That is the
4-point
fourth
game.
foul on Hunter Miser.
At this point, you got to go with who brought you here.
There's not been a lot of subbing here in the second half for the
really either
Generals.
team.
Yeah, really. Mealy hits. Kind of a pedestrian 15 for Mealy.
Yeah, really kind of, he's got 15, you know, and I'm sure at the end of the night he's going to have about 20, but it's been a quiet 20.
Off the screen, right back out, and around the horn to Stouffer for three. That one is no good, and Dirk Hutchison ahead to Mealy. Mealy with a right hand off the rim, no good, but he gets the follow. Long bomb right, no good. In the corner. Griffith hands it off. Right, I'll get the basket and the foul. So 55-50.
Coach Tucci wants them to recognize that the same foul should be called down at their end as well. Shot up, good.
So right with 18.
Gotta have a stop.
55-51.
Got to have a stop here. And turnover.
So the Generals with Griffith over to Stouffer. His three shots going to be short. Mealy the rebound. Hutchison to Mealy, and then knocked ahead by Caden Smith, and gets two more.
Uh-oh.
Now we got a game.
1:30 to go.
Both teams with plenty of timeouts remaining. 2 each. Minute 20, clock rolling. Malvern with a 2-point lead. Hutchison to the hoop, spins it up off the window for two. Spectacular play there.
Some nice English on the basketball there on our TV2 replay. Gives them a 4-point lead. We got a minute left here. Probably our most exciting game we've had all day, Scott.
Oh, no question about it so far. Griffith's got to grab it again and reset with 52 seconds to go. Wright's open for three, got it! 57-56. 39 seconds to go. Dirk Hutchison gets it to Maley. And the foul on Hunter Miser. And that is going to be it for Miser. That is foul number 5. And Colton Smith will enter the fray for the Generals with 34 seconds to go. And Malvern up. Maley, pretty good free throw shooter. So Ridgewood's going to take a timeout with 34 seconds to go. And a 1-point lead. Or rather, Malvern's got the 1-point lead.
So what are you thinking here, Scott? We got 34 seconds left. Let's,
well,
hypothetical, he misses both of them.
Yeah, if he misses both of them, obviously you can.
Are they going for 2 or 3?
You take whatever you get at that point, I think.
He hits both of them.
He hits both of them, and then you're going for 3. I think you're going for 3.
Really? You wouldn't go for the quick 2? I mean, you got 34 seconds.
I don't think you're going to. It's been such an up and down game.
Try to tie it, send it to OT.
And you mentioned it over again, so thank you for mentioning that.
Hey, first one, first we saw the highest scoring to start the game, right?
Right. It's a great game. There's so many strategies that can play out. Maley's a pretty good free throw shooter, so you got to assume he's probably going to make them both.
And here's the thing, too, you got to think of with Coach Tucci. If they get up 3, they could let Ridgewood work a little clock, then foul, 1-1. I mean, I would say there's not a scenario he hasn't been involved in all his years of coaching. He's just not going to let them come down if they get up 3 and pop a 3.
So Maley at the line.
The senior.
This is where you earn your keep.
Sit up.
He's got 16. Ridgewood has 1 timeout remaining, so they probably set their play here, given the fact that he makes them both. And he does. Malvern wants timeout now. And that takes them down to 1 as well. So now, 59-56.
I think they're going to foul him if they play around in the front court a lot. If they don't get it, you know what I mean, and make an attacking move.
Well, and how many times has Ridgewood thrown the ball around the yard so far in the second half? A lot.
11. So I'm glad we've got some excitement, and and this may be the start of 3 exciting ones after. This may be the little jump off the diving board to get us propelled to some close, tight games the rest of the way here.
Yeah, it could very well be, as the Hornets and the Generals have played a dandy here. It's hard to believe. It's been basically a story of 2 halves.
It has. And we've been right courtside for it.
Couldn't have better seats, and we appreciate everything that everyone has done to make this happen for us, from Kent State at Tuscarawas for being our presenting sponsor, to Digital Marketing Group for agreeing to allow us the privilege to do this, from our host, the Claymont Mustangs and the IVC. It's just been a terrific opportunity.
Here we go.
And Griffith is going to take it inside. And boy, oh boy, chance for a 3-point play there if that had gone. Still 2 free throws.
These are some big ones.
That foul was on Grimm. That is his 3rd. And misses the first one.
Now it gets interesting.
Now you've got, now it's tough, because the next foul by Ridgewood will put Malvern in the double bonus.
And here's the next tricky part too. You're down to one timeout. And you could end up with 2 possessions here going forward. Oh, stolen.
Away. Right, drops it inside. The shot good by Stouffer. And we're tied at 59 with 13 seconds to go. Drew Hutchison with the basketball. The crossover, drops back, fires a shot. Got it with 3 seconds to go. 61 to 59.
And there it was on TV2 replay, Scott. That was nothing but the bottom of the net. Just a great step back jumper.
So Ridgewood will have 3 seconds to deal with, actually 2.5, but they've got to go the full length of the floor.
They're either going to win it with this 3 or lose it, Scott.
Yep, that's about what they're going to get out of it. And you got to think they might consider putting Maley on the guy that's going to throw it in.
And just have him jump up. If he can just get a finger on it, just a great basketball game.
It has gone right down to the wire, no question about that. As this has been the best game by far of the 4 that we have seen so far.
Wow. Scott, just great. Malvern, no timeouts left. Ridgewood has 1.
So 61-59, Malvern takes the lead on a Drew Hutchison jumper. And now
we're going to kind of Browning. They're going to put Browning on the basketball.
Well, you've got to get to midcourt with your initial pass.
Yeah, you have to.
That's about all you can do.
You have to, and you've got like a chance to turn, Scott. 1 dribble, you got to let it go. You can't get caught with too many. Here we go. There it is.
The pass
thrown
to
up.
midcourt, tipped away, and that is going to do it. The Malvern Hornets are going to win the basketball game, 61-59. We'll come back, wrap it up for you in just a moment, so stay with us right here on TV2 Sports.
Students choose Kent State University in Tuscaloosa because of our academic excellence, dedicated faculty, and affordable tuition. Our bachelor's and associate's degrees will prepare you for careers including nursing, computer animation, or veterinary technology. Kent State Tuscaloosa offers a dynamic campus with state-of-the-art facilities, exceptional student services, and a welcoming environment. Call or visit us online to register for classes. Find out more about Kent State Tuscaloosa.
T-Bone Sales, your local truck and trailer sales and service connection, is a proud sponsor of area athletes again this year. Located in Baltic, T-Bone Sales has qualified technicians experienced in the repair and service of dump trailers, trucks, and school buses. T-Bone Sales can repair just about anything, including dump trailers, flatbeds, dump bodies, walking floors, and grain trailers. And they welcome insurance claims, regular maintenance, and major damage. They also carry a large line of parts. T-Bone Sales can get you back into the game looking as good as new. Call Chad Schilling today at 330-897-6131 or visit them online at tbonesales.com.
Lightning signs and decals. Taking the area by storm.
Big or small, we do it all.
Yard signs, vehicle graphics, and business signs.
Lightning signs and decals. Taking the area by storm. Contact 440-3129.
You're watching the IVC Showcase presented by Kent State Tuscaloosa. Also brought to you by Carpenter Heating and Cooling, Doug and Chris Carpenter, Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Gibson Avenue, southeast of Philadelphia. Looking for your year-round comfort? You can reach them at 330-308-8550 or visit them online at www.carpentercomfort.com. Also by the MEB Systems. MEB Systems serving Tuscarawas and surrounding counties. MEB Systems flat roof specialist. Give them a call today or visit their website at mebsystems.com. Human Hospital. Human offers many beneficial programs to their community, including its very own green community which is staggering interruption radiation. Located on the ground floor of the hospital, the room center is under the direction of Dr. Stephanie Lee, who provides a mix of physicians, surgeons, and strategists to heal your wound, including safe and effective hyperbaric oxygen therapy. A doctor's referral is not necessary, so call 330-365-3880 today to begin your healing. Myers and Miller Podiatry, located at 515 Union Avenue, or 147 Road. Myers and Miller Podiatry, foot and ankle trauma care for patients of all ages. Finally, Omni-Orthopedics, sideline ligament, back and knee, Omni-Orthopedics, more than 30 years of orthopedic experience. Their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. They are conveniently located in Oxford Medical Building, OmniOrtho.com. Love what they do and they should.
High School with the game of the day to this point. The Malvern Hornets come out on top 61-55 on a Drew Hutchison step back jumper with 3 seconds to go on the clock. Let's look at the stats that we have from this game. Tale of two halves. Ridgewood, 5 turnovers at halftime, ended up with 17 for the game. They had trouble in the second half holding on to the ball. Malvern was able to take advantage of those, and Malvern's timely three-point shooting gave them this victory. So let's jump ahead to our digital marketing group player of the game. No surprise, it is Drew Hutchison, who hit step back jumper with 3 seconds to go and gave the Malvern Hornets a 61-59 victory over the Ridgewood Generals. I'm Jared Hall for my partner Scott Robinson. We'll see you next time here on TV2 Sports.